Free to express yourselves, but do not take it for granted. Those are sentiments from Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu Hassan after she lifted a ban on political gathering. This is former President John Pombe Magufuli, who died at the height of his leadership in 2021. But in June 2016, Magufuli prohibited elected officials from holding rallies outside their constituencies. The former president argued that election season was over and rallies were a waste of time and creating a distraction. However, his successor, the current president and head of state, Samia Suluhu Hassan, tried to make amends with the opposition, even releasing the imprisoned Chadema leader Freeman Mbowe. Mbowe urged his supporters to shun hate against ruling party supporters and their leaders as he showered praise on President Hassan. Tundu Lissu, Chadema's presidential candidate who fled to Europe after the 2020 elections, has said he will return home now that the ban has been lifted. Here's a report from Dar es Salaam.
Tanzania's President Suluhu Hassan was addressing political leaders in the country's capital, Dar es Salaam, where she made the much-awaited announcement.
I'm here today to come and give permission and announce that the ban on public rallies is now lifted.
Soon after the ban was lifted, the affected politicians sprung into action. This is Mwanza, where residents were preparing to welcome back the chairman of Tanzania's opposition party, Chadema Freeman Mbowe. Mbowe, who spent 7 months in prison under President Hassan on terrorism charges, is still cautious. Zito Kabwe, another opposition leader, said the decision is a first step towards greater political reforms. The opposition hopes that Hassan, a ruling party stalwart herself and deputy president at the time of former President John Magufuli's sudden death, would turn the page on the autocratic-style rule of her predecessor. There was early optimism when Hassan, the country's first female president, reached out to rivals, reopened banned media outlets and reversed some of Magufuli's most controversial policies. Those hopes were dimmed with Mbowe's arrest in July 2021, and observers say more needs to be done to reform the country's battered reputation. And now, with the freedom bestowed on them, the opposition went all out and held its first huge rally after 6 years of bans.
Despite thanking the president for lifting the ban, our country needs a new constitution. A new constitution is unavoidable. We, the opposition and the ruling party, need a reconciliation on this. But for that, we need an independent electoral commission.
We have been silent for almost 7 years. But finally, our rights are restored and we are ready to move ahead.
Adopted in 1977, Tanzania's constitution has been amended more than 10 times, including a provision to introduce a multi-party system. Previous attempts to change the basic law stalled in 2014 when the opposition push for reforms met with the government crackdowns. Magufuli had banned political rallies early in his tenure, saying it was time for work, not politics. But critics say the ban applied only to opposition groups, with the ruling party free to assemble. Rival gatherings were violently broken up by police and party officials were jailed. Bureau Report WION, World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.